Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the 2021 Legislative Session Policy Corner at Home Edition. I'm Nate Krippis, and this is Andrew Riggle, and here's what's coming up and what went down.
So just a quick update for y'all on HB 162, Representative Angela Romero's bill that would, among other things, would require a minimum of 16 hours of training a year for police officers in crisis intervention and de-escalation strategies. We were happy to see those go through, and we were pleased when Chief Brown of Salt Lake City agreed with our assessment that it would be good if the bill would go further and more training was required in these critical areas. So maybe there's some hope for next year too. And we again spoke to Representative Abbott's House Bill 155 civil commitment amendments, and expressed our concern that the issue isn't really with civil commitment, but with the way that we are approaching assisted outpatient treatment and with the lack of community-based services and supports generally. And once again, we expressed our appreciation for Senator Abbott's willingness to talk through these issues with us, and his interest in potentially working together on some of these larger systemic issues over the summer, and we look forward to taking him up on that.
So a couple more bills that we've been watching. As you may have heard about last year, there's an ICF moratorium bill that would prevent the licensing of new beds in intermediate care facilities. Unfortunately, that bill was unsuccessful last year, but thankfully, again, Representative Ellison ran that bill as part of our settlements with the states. It's House Bill 333. And that bill actually sailed through the House Health and Human Services Committee and was placed on the consent calendar. So that bill actually, we hope, will move pretty quickly and looking good on that front. Another bill that has actually been getting a lot of attention is Senate Bill 175, Special Education Least Restrictive Requirement Amendments. It's gotten a lot of concern from the special education community. We joined a statement with our partners at USU's Center for Persons with Disabilities, the Parents Center, and the Developmental Disabilities Council in opposition to that bill, and a lot of folks spoke in committee. There was a first substitute that came out just the day before that may have addressed some of our concerns, and there's now a second substitute as it heads to the Senate floor that certainly addresses one of our concerns. We're still reviewing the bill and talking with our partners and the folks behind the bill to try and see where we're at and if we have remaining concerns and how we feel about this bill. So we'll certainly provide you an update as we have more information in a future episode.
Two more quick updates for you on one last bill and then the budget. The bill is HB 365, state agency realignments by Representative Paul Ray. And as we mentioned last week or the week before, the bill is designed to start the process of merging the Departments of Health and Human Services. The bill itself actually basically lays out what the legislature wants to do, and says that over the next year they will begin the process of thinking through the move and gathering public input and feedback on it, and then and developing the administrative rules that will support it. And then during next year's legislative session, they will make any last minute adjustments or changes to the product that they put in place. And then if that all goes well, the merger will officially occur on July 1st of next year, 2022. So that's where things stand in that conversation. As for the budget, there's not a whole lot to report, because legislative leadership as executive appropriations is waiting to get the final budget projections for the coming year, which will let them know how much money they can expect to have. And once they have those numbers, then the budget conversations will start in earnest. And we expect to probably see those numbers sometime this week. So come the next policy corner, we will hopefully have more to share with you on that front.
All right. Well, as always, thanks everybody for watching. We'll certainly keep you updated on these bills and others and the budget next week. So until then, stay safe.
Bye all.